The Office of the Public Trustee is embarking on a housing project to provide affordable accommodation for its staff, especially lawyers. The proposed location of this project is at 9 Mile Bushwara, Portion 86. Portion 86 has been declared a bona vacantia or missing persons estate in 2013 after the courts found out the owner of the land, Tom Otis, a British man who purchased the land for agricultural purposes, was not around, neither his relatives. Since then, the public trustee pursued this land and finally was granted orders by the courts in 2019 to administer the missing persons estate and transferred the land title. The office plans on developing the land into an estate to alleviate the accommodation issue affecting its staff. The 400 square meters land will accommodate 103 residential allotments, 1 commercial lease and 1 institutional lease. Land titles will be awarded to lawyers once the allotments are subdivided, and proceedings from this project will be paid to the government through the Public Curator Consolidated Revenue Fund. Public Curator Jacob Popuna is impressed with the progress so far, saying preparations have been done and the public trustee is ready to move in and develop the land. He is hopeful the Department of Justice will assist with funding to get the project off the ground.
The title of the property is under public trustee. We have pursued with it until now, and all the clearance and everything has been done. And where we are, it's the first phase of it, and hopefully we will go to finality.
Minister responsible Pila Niningi heaped praises to the public trustee for taking the initiative in prioritizing its staff welfare and stressed that housing is a real need for the department.
The other departments, they count on money and talk about other things. They rely on our brain. Our brain must rest well. Our brain must be in the heat problem. They go out, and don't exploit us. And the government must put money where the mouth is. So now we're definitely going to take a submission to NEC to ask them how much money we require.
Secretary for the Department of Justice and Attorney General Dr. Eric Kwa echoed similar sentiments and explained the nature of the project.
There is an asset that has now been given to the state through the public trustee, and public trustee has now decided we want to develop it so we can then make it accessible to first preference Department of Justice. But no free handout. You pay for it. And you get it, and the money goes back to the state.
Meantime, an eviction notice is expected to be put out next week, and settlers have been urged to voluntarily vacate before evictions commences thereafter. Henrietta Yama, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Meanwhile, the Office of the Public Trustee is a constitutional office created by an Act of Parliament to manage properties, assets or monies left behind by deceased persons. Secretary for the Department of Justice and Attorney General Dr. Eric Kwa explains the critical role the office plays in helping families and relatives of deceased persons as well as the state.
The public trustee is a leader under Section 27 of the Constitution. So the office of the public trustee is created by the Constitution. And so thank you, public trustee, for providing us this opportunity to hear the work that you do. So what I wanted to just explain a little bit more in terms of what they're doing is that when somebody dies, and if they leave a will, or if they don't leave a will, the public trustee then comes in. It deals with deceased persons' property, assets, money. That's what this office is for. This office deals with property, assets, whatever belongs to a deceased person. The law basically gives him the mandate to manage it for families, manage it for relatives, manage it for those who have been already identified as the beneficiaries to those assets or funds.